Excuse me. All right. So we're talking about persuasion tactics. I want to talk about a tactic that I saw, or a strategy that I saw that stood out to me as I was doing the persuasion paper. So this tactic is chiasmus, and as the book reads, I'm reading from Thank You for Arguing. It reads, as I mentioned before, this is my favorite figure, partly because it sounds terrific, especially in formal speech, but it also becomes a useful bit of persuasion. The chiasmus presents a mirror image of a concept, rebutting the opponent's point by playing it backwards. JFK, the former president, was famous for saying, "What's the country done for me lately?" And reversed it for his chiasmus. His speech wouldn't have been the same without it. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. So it's basically, in that sense, it's in a positive light because it's placing your audience at a crossroads. You can make one choice or make the other, or you're reversing a negative way of doing something and flipping it to a positive. It can work both ways. It can work for rallying an audience, and it can also work for rebuting an opponent's argument. But I also want to draw from this is leadership, a communication perspective. In this section about uncertainty avoidance, it is defined as the extent to which people feel uncomfortable in unstructured or unpredictable situations. And number two, the lengths to which they will go to avoid ambiguity by following strict codes of behavior or by believing in absolute truths. So when you present this chiasmus and you're flipping the negative to a positive, you're reducing the uncertainty. Basically, you're calling your audience not to live like they're like everything is up in the air, but you're calling them to make a decision. Instead of thinking, what can my country do for me, you're flipping it to, what can I do for my country? And lastly, I want to, when we're talking about rallying an audience, this is from Crafting Persuasion, the Leadership Handbook to Change Minds and Influence Behavior. In this evaluation section, it asks the simple question, when you turn around, is your team behind you? When JFK made that statement, he was rallying his audience to stand behind him and making decisions and policies that are going to improve the country. And this section reads, what common types of communications within organizations have very little chance for success? And how can we change this paradigm to inspire, educate, and shape the behavior of our own employees? So just this section right here is a testament to flipping a negative to a positive, and basically the negative, going back to JFK, the negative concept of what can my country do for me is flipped to a positive of what can I do for my country. So these are three references that really testify to how chiasmus is used by leaders, both in public organizations and then in something as practical as Park University. So thank you.